and supporters, staff. This is one of those moments, or one of those long-awaited moments for the VUT. 2 years ago, when we attempted to initiate this, I was with Professor Lowe and Dr. I won't say Ben Johnson, Dr. Johnson in Durban. And at that particular function or meeting, a seed was planted to realize one of our objectives today, that is broadening our research base. When one speaks about a proposal, what comes to mind at the less academic level translates into thinking about, translates into an emerging route to take, translates into crafting of intentions. That's what a proposal usually means in its strictest academic form. It is indeed an honor for me to stand here and address our doctoral candidates on the special occasion, namely the ceremony for the Santrust VUT PhD Proposal Development Program. If you consider the fact that our country is said to be producing between 23 to 26 PhD graduates per 1 million of the population, this occasion, dear friends, celebrating 21 candidates on the Proposal Development Program is quite significant and holds out a strong beacon of hope for VUT, our institution. Not only that, it feeds directly into one of our corporate strategies, that is broadening and deepening our research base for the institution. According to the ambitions of the National Plan Commission, South Africa's challenge is to produce 100 PhDs per million. That's the goal of the population if the country is to be productive and competitive. It should therefore be no surprise to you that this program that you have completed addresses an important national priority, namely producing high-quality, high-level thinkers, high-level scientists to populate our university and others with the necessary human capacity to further research and scholarship for the purpose of development, sustainability, innovation, commercialization, and meaningful application. The Santrust model and the related interventions over the past 5 years have contributed significantly towards building a critical mass of high-quality graduates and supervisors at the PhD level. For instance, I'm speaking here of 730 PhD candidates and some 430 research supervisors. What is remarkable for me is that it boasts a 0% dropout. That is one of the significance of being associated with this program. And it also enables candidates to complete their PhDs within 3 to 4 years' time. Half of some of the journeys some of us have to travel. People take about 7 to 10 years to complete a PhD, but through this, we're speaking about 3 to 4 years of intense, highly focused supervision, and also great autonomy of doing your work. Amongst the top 12 developmental programs funded by the Dutch government, this program has been widely acclaimed and is much sought after. I trust that the drying up of funds from next year from the Netherlands will not take us backwards. It is estimated that within the next 3 years, that is by 2015, nearly half of all the current professors in South Africa will be due for retirement. I'm in that group. Should the pipeline for PhDs grow at a far slower pace than the last 3 years, we could end up with fewer PhDs that we currently have. It would have failed the country greatly. This will defeat the transformative imperatives of higher education that are contained within the White Paper of 1997, which are couched in the following words. The purpose of higher education, amongst others, is to address the development needs of society and to provide the labor market in a knowledge-driven and knowledge-dependent society with the ever-changing high-level competencies and expertise necessary for the growth and prosperity of a modern economy. Nations globally, ladies and gentlemen, are increasingly dependent on higher education, to produce the highly skilled, dependent labor that the economies need. Having sketched this background, how then does beauty fit into the picture? This brings us perhaps closer to our new vision. This is what we have crafted after much discussions. We want to be a university, or we are a university that wants to lead in innovative knowledge and quality technology education. What then is the mission, and how does this fit into this whole dogma of deepening our research? Our mission is to produce top quality employable and entrepreneurial graduates who can make an impact on society. Ladies and gentlemen, we will not be able to get to that state if we do not produce more of you, more graduates, improve our qualifications, more outputs, more publications, but publications that are applicable, meaningful too. Our partnership with Santrust, cooperative objectives, is to broaden our research base so as to contribute towards knowledge creation and so make our institution and country globally competitive, and also align VUT with the national research niches of our country. In supporting the production of more PhDs, it is to locate us very firmly as a leading university of technology in southern Gauteng. And we are not doing this for elitist reasons, but we want to be able to respond to the country's national needs, such as entrepreneurship, health, nutrition, water management, environmental management, alternative and renewable energy, biotechnology, advanced manufacturing, artisan and technologist training. We need to emulate countries such as Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, where they have effectively employed business, government, higher education institutions partnership as a secret weapon of success for their economies. I'm impressed with the list of topics that your cohort has submitted. Just to mention a few: the use of creative pedagogy in relation to the learner content in tertiary ICT education, the impact of student accounts on credit management, just a few, conceptual framework for the implementation of an LMS to enhance teaching and learning at the University of Technology, landscape photography and autobiography, a critical systems model for the work integrated learning, preparing engineering postgraduates through a research-focused advanced information literacy program. Proposal development, ladies and gentlemen, is indeed one of the biggest challenges for a PhD student. It can take, in some instances, just the proposal, what you want to do, let alone doing, 2 to 3 years of grueling thinking, lots of self-doubt, and at times this might end up in abandonment of your dreams. But this has happened to us. Once the proposal is assessed and approved, the biggest hurdle towards achieving a PhD is removed. That's your major stumbling block. And here we are gathered with 21,000, with 21 hot bodies of people who want to emerge and join the world of research. Your program is an important gateway for VUT to realize a vibrant research and development system that integrates the research and training capacity of our institution with the needs of industry and social reconstruction. In doing so, we are fulfilling the transformative imperative, again, of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, to do this, we need to scale up on a program such as this, so that as we can roll the model and develop a visible critical mass of researchers to stimulate an appropriate research culture within our institution. And I think this partnership has managed to give us that a head start. Research, I must say, is a very lonely journey. All of a sudden, you find yourselves having to face your little academic demons, your own little thoughts, who you want to be. You have to craft your own way of thinking and doing things. Research is a very lonely journey, I must say, but can also be very fruitful if the path is well navigated. Allow me, before I congratulate you on the tremendous energy that you've expanded, on the tremendous black boxes that your heads have turned into. You are no more wearing your normal head now. We used to call that the black box. This is the box that wakens you up in the shower. This is the black box that tells you 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. This is how I can start the sentence. This is how I must end it. This is how I bring variety in my thinking. It's all here. And if at that moment, that aha moment, you don't wake up and write down that introductory word, that introductory sentence, the black box may shut down and you lose valuable information or just a way to go forward. In conclusion, as I said, it's a very lonely journey, but it can bear great fruit. Allow me to draw upon Chris Zambanam, who has this to say about solitude that is so characteristic of the lone scholar, the researcher. This is what he has to say when he captures the spirit of the researcher. I love my gift of solitude, my quiet time alone. For this is when I think my best and faulty sides seem gone. Thank you for having hung in there and for having taken up the opportunity to nurture that creative genius in you through this program. Congratulations. You are surely going to add to our research base, to the stature of our research culture, and above all, to the knowledge that our country needs. Congratulations and well done.